Hey everybody, how you doing? Super excited to make this video today. Last year around October time frame, I made a video comparing the 30-06 versus the 308. Out of both rifles we shot 150 grain bullets to see how many milk jugs each bullet would pass through. If you haven't seen that video, you need to check it out. The results were very surprising to me. You're going to want to check that video out. But in that video, out of all the comments, thousands of comments, the #1 comment was, that was an unfair comparison with the 308 and the 30-06. You used a 150 grain bullet for both of those. The #1 comment was, the 30-06 is better because you can load a larger bullet. So in this video, in response to all those comments and requests to reshoot this video, that's what we're going to do today. Let me show you what bullets we're shooting today. We're actually going to shoot just a little bit bigger 30-06. We're not taking it to the max yet today, but today we're going to shoot a 150 grain 308 bullet against a 180 grain 30-06 bullet to see how many milk jugs each one will pass through. The first video was 150 versus 150, 308 versus 30-06. In this video, we're shooting 150 grain bullets in the 308 and 180 grain bullets in the 30-06. Both are going to be shot out of a Ruger American rifle. If you're watching this video, I'm 99% sure that you've heard of those rifles. They're pretty common, but let's check out the ammo and let's get to shooting. I'm really excited about this one. Like I said, in today's video, we are going to be shooting a 150 grain 308 bullet. Those bullets are the Winchester Super X PowerPoints. And we are going to be comparing this bullet versus a Herder's 30-06 180 grain bullet. So 180 grain in the 30-06 and 150 grain in the 308. Both of these are lead tip hunting rounds. That being said, these are absolutely hunting rounds. They're not made to penetrate too terribly far. They're made to dissipate, hold their mass, and drop a deer, a boar, a bear, what have you, whatever large game you're hunting, or small game for that matter if you really wanted to. But take a second now, in the comments down below, let me know what you think is going to happen. If you've seen the episode #1, you might have an idea of what's going to happen. Let me know what you think. I'm going to guess the 30-06 is going to win and go one jug further. So assuming I can shoot straight here, I think the 150 grain 308 is going to go and stop in the 4th milk jug, and I think the 180 grain 30-06 bullet is going to stop in the 5th bullet. But I'm going to get set up with these Ruger American rifles, see if I can shoot straight. Hopefully we can catch these bullets and get a good comparison of what's going on. I only have so many milk jugs. There is tons and tons of controversy when you talk about deer rifles. What do you like? What have you used? Why do you like what you like? Is it because your grandpa gave you the gun, your dad gave you the gun? Is it because the cheapest one you could find? Is it because you can hit a deer at 1,000 yards? Is it because you don't know? Your buddy says that it's best, so you believe him. The comments in the previous video were pretty crazy and pretty extensive of reasons why people like what they like to shoot. My personal opinion, it doesn't matter a hill of beans 30-06 versus 308. I'm never gonna shoot a deer at 1,000 yards. Every deer that I've ever shot, well within 100 yards. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite deer rifle is and why you shoot it. I've learned a lot from the comments from you guys, teaching me things about other calibers that I've never had experience with. But my personal favorite deer rifle is the 45-70. Let me know what your favorite hunting rifle is and why you like it. All right, here we go. We're gonna take the first shot here with the 308. My guess is that it's gonna get stopped in the 4th jug. That would be the green one. So let's see what happens. First shot, 308, 150 grain bullet. So off the bat, I can't tell what happened. I'm hoping we caught the bullet, but let's check it out. I said that the bullet was gonna get stopped in the 4th jug, which was the green one. We've got one on the ground here. I'll pick that up. We got 1, 2, the 3rd one. The 3rd one actually has a bit of lead shavings in there. And then go to the 4th one, which is the one that I said was gonna have the bullet in it. And it has a hole in the front. Does it have a hole in the back? Ooh, it has a kind of hole in the back, but I don't know if that's an exit or not. What does the next jug look like? So this one was facing this way, has a hole in the front and a hole in the back. You see I take the cap off, it's letting the water out there. The jug behind it, if you see, the 5th jug has a crease in it, but I don't know if the bullet went in there or not. So, and you come around to the back and there's nothing on the back of the 5th. Let's put this in line here just to help us look at it. There was 1 jug, 2 jugs, 3 jugs. 4th jug, the one that I guessed, has a hole in the front and a hole in the back. See the water coming out. The 5th jug has a crease in the front. You can see the water just barely squirting out of there. Now the question is, did we catch the bullet? I'm thinking yes we did. Let's take the 4th one, pour the water out. I hear a hunk of metal in there, so I'm gonna assume the bullet's in here. Ho! Okay, so check that out. There is the 150 grain 308 bullet. I called that perfect to get caught in the 4th jug. Almost like I'd done that before. But pretty cool. Always cool to see the rounds expanded. This is a Winchester Super X 150 grain 308 round. So, caught this one in the 4th jug. Next shot is gonna be the 180 grain 30-06 round. I guess that it would go one more jug. Let's see what happens. Also, it's worth mentioning that this one did have enough power to at least nick the 5th jug enough to make a hole in it, but not pass all the way through. So we'll call that 4 and a smidge with the 150 grain 308 round. I'm gonna go load up the 30-06, fill up a little more water jugs, shoot another one, see what happens. Here goes the 30-06 180 grain bullet. If my guess is correct, the bullet will be in that 2nd red jug, the 5th jug there. I don't know, guys. So far, it looks to me like the 180 grain 30-06 bullet might have only gone through 4 jugs, and that extra 30 grains of bullet didn't matter a whole lot. But let's check it out and see what happened. So we got 1 jug on the ground here. Got another jug on the ground over here. 1 jug, 2 jugs, 3 jugs, 4 jugs. You can see this one still has the water in it, and there's a hole there in the front. Is there a hole in the back? There is a little bit of a hole in the back. If I take the top off, you'll be able to see the water squirting out. So far, 4th jug, it's the same. Is there a hole in the 5th jug where my guess was? And well, doesn't look to be a hole in the 5th jug. So, ooh guys, I can hear there's at least part of a bullet in that fourth jug. So I'm gonna clear this off, pour this baby out, see what this bullet looks like here. Ho! And what do we got? Looks very similar to that Winchester 308. A little bit more funky with the jacket, but actually looks like this one's spread out a little bit more. Let's get the 308 and put them side by side. Here is the 308 that we caught in 4 jugs and a smidge. Here is the 30-06 that we caught in 4 jugs and no smidge. This one mushroomed out a little bit better, I think. What did we learn in today's video? From this shooting, the 308 with a lighter bullet actually went into more jugs. So let's stop and think about that. The lighter bullet went through more jugs. It had that smidge onto the 4th jug. Generally speaking, with the 30-06 bullet, you can get a little bit more, what I like to call boogie on it, a little bit more feet per second, a little bit more force, a little bit more energy. But remember, we're talking about deer rounds. So when that bullet hits something hard, it's meant to expand quickly, lose its energy. So from all of these experiments that I've done, what I have found that the heavy, slow bullets are the ones that actually go through more jugs. Off the top of my mind, I think the 4570 has gone through more milk jugs. Findings of this video: the heavier 30-06 bullet actually went less far, that's terrible grammar. Let's flip it around. The 308 bullet went further than the 30-06 bullet, even though it had 30 less grains in the bullet. A lighter bullet with less power went further than a heavier bullet with more power. But thanks for watching today's video, guys. This one was an awesome video. My plan in the future is to take it up another notch and get the biggest 30-06 bullet that I can find and test it versus these 150 grain 308 bullets, just to see what happens. I'm super curious. I always love shooting these videos, and I really like catching those bullets and seeing what they mushroom out to. But let me know what you've seen from your experience. Let me know what your favorite hunting rifle is. Let me know what videos you would like to see in the future. But if you haven't subscribed to the WHOTEEWHO channel, don't forget to. Stay tuned for more videos. Check us out on social media. Put a lot more extra content on there. Thanks for watching, guys. WHOTEEWHO!